guys. Today on Millennial Tube, we have Serge Didenko from Blogs. We're really excited to speak to those guys because they're solving a very relevant problem of non-sustainability in electronics. So, Serge.
Hello. Hi, Victoria.
Thank you for coming in today.
Thanks for inviting us.
Can you tell us in 20 words what the business is?
So, Blogs is a fully customizable smartwatch which you can build and tailor it to your own needs. Each block can be a sensor, a battery, or a screen, and then you choose it and plug it in to make your own personalized wearable.
So how many links can I fit into one device then?
So you can fit about 5 links in addition to the watch itself, and the watch itself already does a lot of things like sends you notifications from your smartphone, tells you how much you move during the day and how well you sleep.
This is making us super connected, doesn't it?
Yes, super connected and super informed about everything that's going on around your body.
Can you tell us a bit more, how does Millennial fit into this? What is Millennial to you, and is it just about the demographic?
So I think Blogs is very much millennial, and Blogs is really forward-thinking about the current generation, how people are thinking about technology and what they want out of the experiences of technology. So when we asked our customers what do they like most about Blogs, they love the idea of personalization. And this is really, I think, a millennium trait. When we look into Facebook, we really want to see our own news. When we use our smartphone, we want to see our own apps. And with Blogs, you're going to have your own sensors, your own connected things that you have on your wearable device. I think it's very much about being personal, about being connected to everything that's going on, but also being connected to your friends. So now I'm talking to you, and I don't have to, for example, look at my smartphone all the time. So I think it's actually even further. Blogs really thinking about the next step of how do we actually connect with people. We connect with people more by talking to them and sometimes glancing at our wrist to see what the notification is or when is the next meeting.
Just a little notification.
Yeah.
It's always fascinating to know about the story behind the company, how it started, what was the trigger behind Blogs? How did it start? How did it come to life?
Yeah, so I'm studying a PhD in computer science at Imperial College, and I was doing a lot of research on medical engineering before. So I met this very, very clever 19-year-old called Ali Reza, so my co-founder, and we both spent months just talking over coffee about what technology can do to really enhance our life. And we decided to do a wearable device and simply could not choose which blocks to put on our smartwatch because there are so many to choose from. I wanted something sports related and he wanted something techie, very kind of geek-oriented stuff, but really cutting edge. So after a while, we decided to make a compromise and make a modular smartwatch made out of the Blogs.
So it's two geeky geniuses come together to create Blogs. Is that correct?
Yeah, and what happened after is we just thought it was our own geeky idea, and we decided to bring a couple of friends together, an amazing designer from Imperial, another friend of mine who's a great mechanical engineer. And we created a little video and released it online, and that got picked up by early. We had articles all over the place, starting with TechCrunch and ending with The Guardian and Forbes and so on.
So I think you went all over the world with the publications and with the media. They just loved the idea. What exactly is it? Is it the personalization that they've picked up on, or what was it that made it so viral?
I think this is exactly this, and this is what really drives our current generation or generation of millennials. How we think about devices. We want more personalized experiences. So what people feel about wearables is they're really not solving a problem because they're just generic. They're not intimate. Their style is all the same, maybe apart from the recent Apple Watch. And the sensors that they offer really don't really solve our own problems. And with Blogs, you can have sensors which are specific to your own lifestyle. So you can have a GPS sensor you plug in if you're a runner, and a heart rate sensor. If you're a businessman, you can have a contactless payment card and an access card for your office, and so on.
Talk to us about non-sustainability in the industry and how you are helping here.
Yeah, so actually it's a big part of Blogs. We were inspired by another idea called phone blocks, which went even more viral around the world. And what they're doing is they're building a phone made out of different modules. So you don't have to buy a whole new smartphone every year, all you do is just simply replace it with a new camera, new processor, maybe a new screen when it gets cracked and so on. So, and I think what they're solving, and same thing what Blocks is solving, is the fact that we tend to throw away our devices after 1 or 2 years. You know, and if you think about millions and millions of people doing that, it really is a massive problem. In fact, electronics waste itself is one of the biggest toxic issues around the world, because whatever is contained in our semiconductor chips, you know, cannot be just simply buried in the ground. It has to be disposed of in a very special way. So I think with Blocks, what we're doing is we're allowing people to really keep hold of their device for a very long time. You know, they can replace their features on their watch as they go along, as their habits change, but they don't have to, you know, throw away the whole thing when new technology comes into place.
Wow, exciting.
Yeah, so last year actually we were the finalists of the Low Carbon Challenge, which was organized by Mayor of London. So we got to meet Boris Johnson, and I had a chat with him about this. We pitched to Deborah Meaden, the famous person from the Dragon's Den, and also Richard Reed, who's now one of our very good friends and who's helping us with the business. And he's quite a famous businessman in the UK.
When are you meeting the Queen? That seems to be the next big thing for you guys.
Actually, in fact, last year we pitched to Prince Andrew, to the Duke of York. Okay. So we were invited to St. James's Palace to present this to him, his family. The Queen wasn't there, but his daughters were there and his wife was there. I'm
sending you a CV. Just tell me before the meeting. Talk to me about the culture within your team.
Very different to I think how companies work, which are older. I think again very millennial. We're very relaxed. I think working in Blocks really seems like just having fun with your friends. The work is really hard. We work 9 a.m. sometimes till midnight, sometimes past midnight. But it's all about taking decisions together. It's all about sitting around the table and just doing our work, playing music, and just going at it.
I know that you're fundraising. You start fundraising on Crowdcube this summer.
Yeah, we'll be going to crowdfunding very soon. Yeah.
What was behind that decision? Why did you decide to fund that way and not any other way?
There are 2 reasons for it. One is business related, and another one is more about getting to know your customers. And I think that's more important. You know, going crowdfunding by Crowdcube or Indiegogo or Kickstarter is all about really connecting with your customers sooner. It's all about really finding out what their needs are, and then helping you, because they're bringing in the money for you then to go and build your device sooner. So you don't have to go away and explain to people in the industry, you know, the older guys, that this device is exciting. No, you get the people buying a product straight away. They
just love it and they just connect with you, yeah, as you said, straight away. That's exciting. So when do we expect Blocks to be in the market, in the shops?
So I think we just announced 2 days ago in the press, it's all over the place, that we're going to be launching this summer. We can't say exactly yet; it's a bit of a secret. But
okay.
You know, do check our Twitter, or do check our newsletter. Okay. But we'll be delivering the device 9 months after this. So spring next year is going to be the actual delivery.
Okay. Do you know where the spots you're already going to be delivering that, or is it going to be online only? Are there any physical shops that you're going to be selling?
Yeah. So actually, we just announced our partnership with a British luxury brand called Titosian. So they produced luxury handcrafted accessories for men and women. So we're going to be distributing in their shops all across London and the UK. And we also have plans with some other people, which we'll be disclosing very soon.
Talk to us about the next big disruptive trend in the wearables industry. What do you think is going to be happening?
I think we're very much aligned with this. I think it's all about customization. It's all about really giving the customer what they need. You know, maybe modular solution is not for everybody, although we love it. We think that it very much solves a lot of problems. I think smartwatches or wearable devices like wearable trackers really have to be specific to our needs. So, you know, if you're a runner or if you're an athlete, there isn't really a smartwatch there today that really can give you this augmented information about your body. You know, like things like blood oxygen readings. If you're caring about medical things, it's more about blood glucose. If you're connected to the world, your smartwatch can be connected to the different things.
What is the ambition for Blocks? what's the next thing?
So Blocks is not really a smartwatch, it's a platform for wearable technology. So what we want to do is build an open platform where any company or any individual can go and build individual blocks that they can then offer to our users via Block Store. So it's just like App Store, but for hardware, for our blocks. So say you have a world's leader in cameras, Canon, they can come in and build a Canon block that you can put on your wrist. You can have a Nike block for something sports related. You can have a payments block from a Barclaycard or another bank or so.
So to summarize, it's going to be a Lego, but in wearable industry, isn't it?
Exactly.
Great. Thank you very much, Serge.
Thank you, Victoria.
That was a pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for watching, and see you next time.